Ah, f***. He forgot the memo. Hi, how's it going everyone? We are trying out an interesting deck today. I always like to revisit older decks. Older decks that didn't really perform that well when it was first released, and because of the meta, it ebbs and flows, things get better over time, new deck rises and everything, and it's worth trying out older decks that might perform better in the current meta. And one of these decks is our high evolutionary poison debuff kind of deck, where we focus a lot on trying to give our opponent -1. I think at the start when it was first released, it wasn't very good because everybody seemed to be running Luke Cage because, it's good to run Luke Cage with Cerebro, it's good to run Luke Cage with ongoing decks. Luke Cage had a spot in a lot of decks, so this make our poison high evolutionary deck quite weak. But right now, I don't see as many Luke Cage. It's a similar situation like your one cost Khazar decks. Last time a lot of people were running Killmonger, but I think now not so much. And even Cosmo, if you remember in Pool 1 and Pool 2, everybody were running Cosmo. But right now, you don't really see Cosmo as much, so this is the kind of trend and interesting scenarios that happen, right? That makes us, makes me want to revisit older decks that might perform bad in the past. So this is quite fun actually, being able to throw debuffs at your opponent's cards. I always like poison and junk, and this really fits into my playstyle. And in this case, we have a lot of cards that give debuffs. You have your Scorpion, Cyclops, Spiderwoman, Thing, and then your Abomination takes advantage of this. Oftentimes, you can get your opponent down to -5 across the board, and it's absolutely insane. On turn 6, you can drop double green stuff, double green powerful creatures down. You have your Hawk that is at most 14 power or even higher, and then you have your Abomination, which is a free 0 for 9 power card, which is absolutely insane. Because oftentimes with this deck, the strategy is pretty strong in this case, because you will drop your Cyclops, Spider-Woman or the Thing in one lane, and in that lane alone, you will always win that lane as long as your opponent don't have Luke Cage. Your lane has already secured, and then you have 2 other lanes, and with Abomination and Hawk, you can split them up into the 2nd and 3rd lane, and this guarantees a triple lane win or even at least 2 lane wins, which is so crazy about this deck. It's insane. And you have all these cards that buffs your other cards like Misty Knight, Sunspot that buffs when you don't use energy. It's pretty powerful and it's worth trying out. It's very interactive to some extent. Cards interact amongst themselves, and you have a counter play, which is pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay and try out this deck. Oh, nice. Turn 1 Sunspot is always good. Interesting. Oh, I can play everything. Let's just play everything then. Just stuff everything on the left hand side. Hey, wait. Did they change the animation of this, or is it just this card has this animation? I remember it was a circle, right? Okay, I really need my Luke Cage now. It's a battle of like debuffs. Okay. Bad play, man. I can keep hitting him. And that means I also have my Luke Cage, right? I think for safety's sake, I'm just gonna drop this here. It's gonna push 10 more power. Probably shouldn't be playing so much, right? We should just let ourselves grow. Let our Hawk grow, because eventually we're gonna draw it. Giant rock versus small rock. I guess we can do that here. Come on. I think the cock definitely screw us up a little. Nice. Important questions. Probably drop Spider-Woman here, I guess. Seems like he committed as well. So that's good. Can we get it down to 21? That's the question. 19. Can we still beat him with that? 3 cards, man. I think this is the part where it really shows how good Cock is in certain situations when you're unlucky. I think drawing the stone having the stone in our deck kind of screw up our odds of getting the remaining cards here. But the good thing is that he didn't put much into Hazmat, right? Yeah, but the fact that it's 8 power, we can't even Shang-Chi it. I don't think they have anything that's over 8, man. That's tough. But I'm willing to lose the 2 cubes, it's fine. Oh, hopefully it hits Tiger Spirit. Ah, shit. Is that sufficient? Oh my god. What? What? All this setup still loses to me, man. We didn't even have to use our Shang-Chi to, like, we didn't even need it to hit, you know? We didn't have to even pray for the fact that Ironheart will hit the Tiger Spirit at the center. Ah, crap. He was focusing too much on the right hand side. I think the problem here is that you can't really control your white tiger, right? And the fact that it just keep on committing to the right hand side, it didn't commit to the center. We are a little heavy this time round. But I guess we have 4, 5 and 6, that's not too bad. And we get a early buff for our Hawk. For a start we can drop this here. He's gonna commit to left, right? That's what I hope. Okay, he's not gonna commit to left, I guess. So I guess for a start we can try and drop this here. He's gonna try and buff this, so we can try and attack him. So I guess a good start would be to drop this here. And then we can continue to build this up, I feel. Turn 4, we can drop Spider-Woman, and then we see how it goes. Technically we shouldn't have dropped Cyclops there, maybe we could have put it here instead. Then Hawk can go down to the middle because it's probably going to be the strongest. Yeah, that would have been the right choice actually. It's not good for him dropping Mysterio here because it's just open target for us. Honestly, the right play here is to Spider-Woman here, so that we can get the buff. And he's opening first, right? Oh, interesting. He's opening first, that's good. So we're going to Spider-Woman left. Then we are hoping that we can get the Abomination. This is now the turn to snap. Yes, correct. It's a bit late, but it's fine. We managed to get it in. Because we are definitely going to be able to summon, I hope, Abomination and Hawk. Because if he drops something there, right? He needs to drop something on Stump Tower. Or maybe he will relinquish his... shit. Okay, he committed, that's good. That's good. And there's also the Scorpion deduction, right? The Scorpion deduction helps. Yeah, this is good. He can't really move anything from here anyway. Yeah, so we have sealed this lane already, and we still get a deduction from there. It's 0 now, we win. And we have the highest number. That's why we didn't really need Cyclops. We should have put it on the right hand side, I feel. Yeah. That's alright. So I think the left lane sealing himself, right? That's the worst. Because at least, you know, if you leave a portion open, you know, you still can kind of keep things in the air, right? Now I know guaranteed left I'm gonna win. Crap. Dang. He has Luke Cage. He has Luke Cage. Still can't save him, man. That's the worst. Oh my god, that's the worst. Too late, bro. Oh my god. He doesn't know. Ah! I guess this is a learning lesson, right? This is a teaching moment where you should put Luke Cage at the very start. I'm assuming he had it early on. And you should put it early on because if you put it down early on, right, then this kind of denies me of my Abomination deduction discount, right? Yeah. Or maybe he felt that he can play at the end and he could have like surprised us and won, right? But he didn't do his deduction. He never do his like calculation correctly. Because if you drop Luke Cage by right, your left hand side should win, right? But he didn't win at all. Let's start with Misty Knight. And then we can Scorpion. Oh wow, our friend got... It's unfortunate, man. I just didn't have time to play during the low-key month. So I couldn't really... Yeah. I couldn't get the Loki back. Because the Loki back looks so much better with the gold. Like the normal one that's on the season pass is just a bit too green for my liking. The gold one looks very lavish. Oh well. For a start, we can probably drop this here to try and hit him. Maybe we should play Shocker instead. That's fine. I completely forgot about Asteroid. You know, sometimes you just forgot about these things. Dang. Oh well. The right move here is to not play anything. Is there a need for a Luke Cage right now? I don't think so, right? We try and buff ourselves up and deal some damage while we still can. This is a tough one. So I guess what we can do is we can do this to try and spew some venom to get this down to 0. I'm not quite sure whether we can win this though. Maybe we didn't have to not spend our mana here, because with Spider-Woman we could have gotten this down to -4. Oh no, the fact that he moves this, I guess it was the right choice. Shit, he's running vision. No, we didn't even... Did this get any buff? Guess we drop this here. 12 moves over here. 9 plus 7. Still end up winning, I guess. We just put this here. But if he moves here, he drops something huge. We need to concentrate on two sides. We shouldn't be splitting our focus too much. That's fine. Yeah, I guess. Ah, fuck. He forgot the memo. Alive sucks. Not really sucks now, but Alive is 3 power now. Even with the buff, it's still pretty shit. He didn't do his calculation. Oh, nice. I guess for a start, we can Scorpion first. Scorpion. Then try and, you know, get as much debuff as much as possible here. Not too bad. Ooh, it would be nice, you know, if we weren't playing high evolution. I guess a good start here is to do this and this. No, he's gonna drop something huge here, right? We should probably try and divide the right hand side. No, do you want to compete against his Mobius? Not really though. But our Cyclops is gonna move to the left. Should we have put more cards over there? Maybe we should have put Shocker, Misty Knight over there instead. I think the right play here would be to Cyclops and Sunspot. Oh my god, I really love the new animation, man. It's amazing. If I drop this here, does it still count? Does it still move to the left hand side? I'm quite curious. Oh, nice. He discarded his wall. Collector. It still moves, unfortunately. Guess the least we could do is drop Spider-Woman and pray that we get something good out of it. Like we pray that we get our Abomination next turn. Or should we just drop Luke Cage here? Because it will either drop, you drop any one of the cards, right? That works fine too. Because we can at least buff our Sunspot and Cyclops, which is good. So it's 11, Apocalypse 11, Apocalypse 11, Apocalypse 11. Nice. Apocalypse 11. Oh, nice. What is this? A flick. Isn't it the same? -111. Do we need to buff this here? I suppose we can buff this and we can still end up winning, right? I think I have a good feeling about this. We snap. I think it's a bit late, but it's alright.
Victory.
Maybe we should have just went ahead with it. The fact that he dropped his Apocalypse, he probably wasn't fully committed anymore. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out when I should snap on the last turn. Generally you shouldn't, because you want to get 2 cubes, right? But we are kind of at the rank where some people will still commit. You know, there are some rare cases. I'm trying to understand when that happens.